Hello guys, welcome to another amazing brand new video. First of all, if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Basically, this video is a practical application of one of my latest packages that has been developed in React Native. And this package is called as React Native stock star rating. You guys might be wondering why this has been called as a stock star rating. Uh, there is a reason behind this thing. It has been called as stock star rating because it is independent of any dependency. No dependency has been used here for any purpose, not for animations, or we can say that for rendering stars. It has not been used a single dependency for that. You can see it here. So all the things are being rendered are from scratch, or we can call that it has been rendering from the stock. So it's just like having some stock component of the React Native introduced into your project system. So without wasting much time, let me show you what we will be developing today in this video tutorial. So this is the final product that we will be developing today. So it's just a hypothetical movie rating system. The idea has been taken from imdb. So in this thing we have used the star rating here, and this is the star rating input. So this package comes with two things. Firstly, there is an input for the star rating, and other you can just display the stars. So you can give the rating like this, and here is a slight bit of animation when we click on the button, and then when we click the submit button, it just pops up an alert: you have rated 9 star to the movie. And on this button click, you can later on trigger some kind of a database activity, or you can just call the API at that time. So let me just first clear up the things so that we will start really fast. So first of all, we will delete all these things so that the project is brand new. It will render a blank screen. So first of all, the thing that we have to display here is a movie thumbnail or image. So for that we will use the image of the React Native, and we'll pass a source here, and we'll pass a URI. So we will take the URI from the browser. No, not this one. There was another image. Let me take from the URL from I think this is the image that we have used. Yes, this is the image. We'll copy the URL and paste it right here. We will also delete this style so that we'll start afresh, and we'll save it. So there is still a blank screen because we haven't provided the height and the other things to it. So we'll provide style to it. Dot poster, and we'll give it a resize mode of cover. Now will go down and we will just make it styles. We will take the width as 100% and we will define the height, give it 250. We'll save it. You'll see below this poster has been displayed here. So now we want to display the title of the movie and its year and its star rating. So for that we will just make another view, and inside view we will make another view to wrap the text along. So we will make a text and we'll enter the name of movie here, and we'll make another text which will hold the year, the release year, that is 2019 for this movie. So for this we will give it style of a row which has been already defined in the styles. It will render these two texts in a row, and for this we will give a style of, we'll give a style named styles dot heading, and for 2019 we will give it a style as styles dot subheading. So now we will just define the styles of these right here. Firstly we have heading, and for heading we will give a font weight of bold and size of font size of I guess 30 about, and color of the font a whitish shade. And now for subheading we will give a font size of 11 and color we'll give to a lightish gray color, like so. I think I have misspelled it, it's color. So here I think the font size has to be increased a bit, like so. Now we'll adjust some things over here. Firstly, to this view, this parent view, we will give a padding, horizontal padding, so that it's stuck to the edge of the mobile window. So there should be some sort of padding. So we will give it some padding horizontal of I guess 25 will be good. Yes, and for this subheading we will give a margin left, so that these two texts are properly aligned. Margin left of I guess 5 or more, 8. And you will give it a margin top of 10 pixels. Okay, so now after that we will have to just add some more things to it, like the star rating. Now comes the thing of star rating. To use the plugin that I have developed, you will have to go to the command line and use yarn on or npm to install that package. For that, command is yarn add react native stock star rating. You can use this command, or you can use another command, npm install. So you can use these two commands. If anybody will be facing any issues or does not remember this command, I will be just pinning it down in the description of the video, these commands, and also the URL for the real package. From there you can follow it step by step, what props it takes, and all the documentation is written down there. I will be even sharing you the GitHub URL of this only app that we will be developing right here in the description box, so that you can, if anybody wants to see the code, he can just refer it from it there. So after this we have added the package, we will import that thing. For that we have to write import rating from React Native stock star rating. So this is the name of the plugin. So now we will be placing the rating here. So this is just the denotion, it's not the rating input. So this will only denote the rating or show the rating in the stars. So the things that it takes are the props that it takes are maximum stars. These are the maximum stars that it will be showing. For imdb thing, it usually shows the rating in 10 stars, so we will pass it 10 stars, and we can pass it size of the star, and we will pass it like 12, and we have to pass the rating, number of stars that are to be filled, or the rating, the real rating. We can pass like 8 here. So when we'll save it, you can see that, sorry, it's not star, it's stars, number of stars this movie has got. I think we should increase size a bit like this. So now the header section is almost done. So now this rating is done. Now we have to also show in text what is the rating of it. So for that we will just enclose this in another view, and then after we will have a text where it will show 8 out of 10 stars, something like that, and we will give it a style of styles.sub heading, and also we will give this style of row to their containers so that they are aligned in the row and not in a column. This is because in React Native all the styling is done by default in column view. So we'll give it styles.row and we'll save it. So you can see that rating has come here, and now we will give it a bit of margin left, this text field. so left, we will give it a margin left of I guess 8 or so, no less 5. So after this we will be displaying another text where it will be showing the duration of the movie, for example 2 hours and 2 minutes. Now for this also we have to style it. We'll give it a style of styles.subheading and increase its font a bit. So we will pass some additional styles to it, so to increase the font of it, font size, we will give it a font size of 30 14 nits. Okay, this is much better. And now we will be having 2 more sections in it. Firstly, we will be having a view which will be taking the description of description text and the description of the movie. So for that we will have another view, and inside the view we will have a text and description, and beneath it we have an underline thing. For that we will make another view and pass it a style of underline, and we will just define this style below, styles dot underline. So for this text we will give it style of styles dot heading, and we will pass additional styles to adjust its font size because it's a bit big. So we'll give it a font size of I guess 18. Yeah, that looks good. And now we will have to display this underline beneath the text. So for that we will just define underline, and we will give it a width of I guess 50 and height of 3 pixels and a background color of yellow to match the theme of the app, like so. I think 50 has to be reduced to something like 40, and it has to be given some margin top, and for the margin top we'll give it I guess 2 pixels. Yeah, that looks great. So the description area is done. Now let's just separate these to title and this thing. So for that we will give it a margin top, of I guess 25, like so. Great, looking nice, perfect. Now we have to hold other bit of texts. For that we will make a view for the description information, and in this view we will be having 2 texts I guess. text. First text will be holding the release date, and other text will be holding heading. To 2019. So it will have to be given the style of row to align them side by side, and this release date we will give it a style of styles dot sub heading, and we'll pass some additional styles over here like font size. We'll give it a font size of 14, I guess, and a color. We'll give it a color of white. Like so. And this 18th October we'll give it style of styles dot subheading, like so. Nice, looking great so far, and we will increase its size a bit because it's too small. So something is wrong with my mouse, I guess. I'm not able to scroll it down. So we will pass a font size of 40 like the previous one, like so, and we'll give it a margin left of 5, I guess. Yes, looking nice. So also this row of we have to give it a margin top. So we will give it a margin top, of 5 or more, 7. Yeah, that's nice. Now we will add 2 more rows of information here. Like producers, and in the information are all new our favorite John Doe, comma John Snow, and for writers we can do the same. Copy this and we'll replace this. So far so good, but I guess this margin is a bit more here, so we'll give it less margin top, and this also too. Looking nice. Now there is another section where we had placed our star rating input right here. Now we will be making that. For that we will make another view right after them. And that was centrally aligned, so we will give it a style right here. We will align its items, to the center so that all the items in this are aligned in center. So we will copy our this description text that we made already, and we will just paste it down in this element right here, and let's just indent this a bit, and instead of description we'll give rating. So you can see that it has come to the exact center of the screen, and we'll give it a margin top of, I guess, 30. So now there is another component that we will be introducing here from our package, and that's called reactnative rating input from the reactnative stock star rating. So it's called rating input because we will be receiving input from this rating input component. So for this we will call it right here rating input, and the two mandatory props it take are the state variable which will take the rating, and its function that will be used to alter that rating. For that we will define those two state variables right at the top, and that will be called so that will be called as rating and set rating, and we will set its default value to 0. We will set its default value to 0 so that there is no star when the component loads, and we will pass these to this rating input. Rating prop will take the rating, and set rating prop will take the set rating method. Okay, and then like the above rating component, it has max stars, and we'll pass 10 here because we have to show 10 stars here, and for the size we will write 30. And we will just save it. You can see that the rating input is here, this animation is showing up nicely, perfectly, and now we will have another button down here which will be used to submit this rating. So for that we will make another view which will be holding that touchable opacity or the button, and we will give it a style of align items to flex end, because we have to display it to the complete right of the screen. So we will display it to the flex end, and we will give a margin top to this margin top of, I guess, 15 pixels or so, and inside this we will call the touchable opacity of the React Native to make a button, and inside this we will have a text of submit, and we will give it a style of styles.submit, and for the text we will give it style equal to styles dot submit text. Okay, now we will define these two styles in the bottom. So firstly we will define it for the button, T for the button, and we will give it a background color of yellow and padding horizontal of 10, padding vertical of 6, and border radius of 5 to display the button nicely. And we can see that the button is here, but it's in the center, so we'll be seeing what happened to it. We'll be adjusting it. So border radius of 5, and now the text, we'll have to style the text inside the button. For that we made submit text prop. So in the submit text we will font size of 18, font weight we will give it bold font, and color we'll give it a jet black color. So right here we have got the submit button. Now we have to just place it. Firstly we will increase margin a bit, margin top, and now we will just pass a function on press. On press will go right now. We will just alert down the rating. You have rated to the movie. So when we will just click on this button, we will be getting you have rated 8 stars to the movie. If you decrease the rating, when we click the button, you have rated 4 stars to the movie. So now we will have to just place this button to the right as it was in the design already that we have developed. I think I had just placed it in wrong component. I have to go one step down and paste it here, and when we will save it, and we have to then change its style to align items, and when we will save it, voila, it has been done, it has been implemented. So you can see you get 10 rating, and after this you will get an alert you have rated 10 stars to the movie. So in this on press method you can pass any kind of dispatcher, or if you are using Redux or any API call, if you want to submit to the database, or any function you will like, you will just have to pass here and it will be executed on the button press. There is another option for this rating input. Instead of button press, if you want to execute the function when you click on the star, so for that also we have this on press method. We have to copy this method, and for that the prop is on rating. So this function will be called when you will click on the stars. So on rating, this method will be executed like this. You have rated 7 stars to the movie. This prop will be beneficial if sometimes anyone wants in their application that the feedback is submitted as soon as the stars are clicked. So as soon as the star is clicked, they can just pass a function on this on rating prop, and they can do whatever they want to do in this method, in this on rating prop. They just have to pass the method over to this prop and it will do the job like so. So this is it for today. I know the tutorial or the video got lengthy, but what we can do, if we have to design each and everything from scratch, it takes time, so we have to bear with it. So anyways, if anybody is having any confusion or anything, he can just mention in the comment section below, and I will be really happy to help them out. So hope you like the video, and I hope that today you learned something new in this video. So for now, have a nice day. Bye bye, take care, happy coding.